Looking back, I remember my sub-host dad, John Suggs, used to tease me about how I was such a shy and cookie-cutter freshman kid who was just trying his best to fit in. And thinking back to that time, he was probably right. I remember how, upon first arriving at the ABC house as a freshman, my father and I looked like clean-cut operators. As we walked up to that picnic scene, we discussed our game plan and how we would impress everyone. Then I actually saw the ABC house and all of the people there, and it was just an instant shutdown for me. Meeting all these new people out of nowhere and realizing that I'm supposed to live in a town like Westport, it was all so crazy to me. All I could think about was how I'd ever make it through this program. My father was as anxious as I was. We both didn't really know what to do, so we just kept this cheesy smile throughout the whole time and tried to look official. The only thing on my mind was how long these next couple of years would be. However, fast forward 4 years later, I'm now a veteran of this program. I've persisted to the point that I can call ABC and Westport my home. And one thing my home has done for me is give me lots of memories and experiences that I will forever cherish. This is truly an astonishing program that presents you with opportunities and episodes that you could not believe. I only have to think back to my freshman year when I went snowboarding at Bolton Valley for the first time with the whole ABC house. By this time, it was March of 2014, and I was feeling pretty good about making it to the near end of my freshman year, and also getting an exciting trip out of it as well. From the super cramped 5-hour car ride, to the ice-chilling weather, to falling down over and over again while learning how to snowboard, I can honestly say I could not have had a better time. While certain parts of that trip weren't necessarily great, seeing Bolton Valley for the first time, getting to hang out in that toasty log cabin while people perform little musical numbers for us, somewhat learning how to snowboard, and also getting a fun-spirited ABC trip with the boys and board members made me really happy. I always like to think back to this experience because it really explains my whole background in this program. While there may have been little annoyances here and there, looking at all the scenes together, it was really the time of my life. In the following years, this program would offer me a lot more opportunities, like going to Gettysburg, doing zip lining in Pennsylvania, having outings and game nights in and with the ABC house, and immersing myself in the culture of the Westport community. I've been able to do things here that I could never have done back in Jersey, but it's really the people I've met here that have made a stamp on my life and put a smile on my face. First, I want to thank my family in the ABC house, starting with my roommate and best friend, Sam Larkin, who's been my buddy since we were freshmen. And all the other ABC boys who I've enjoyed getting to know in the past 4 years. These guys have been my brothers who I've shared countless laughs and good times with. I also want to thank my RDs, Rodney and Letitia Williams, for being a great pair of caretakers who always looked out for me in times of need, and as well as good friends. Who I could always joke around with. Special thanks to their little ones, RJ and Helen, as well. Also, what a time I've had with my chef, Meryl Bomer, who is definitely one of the coolest and funniest women I know. I have really enjoyed talking and hanging around with you after school while you made your delicious meals. The tutors, Kevin Green and Christina Harvey, also have my praise for being really smart people who I've learned so much from. And while so many board members have helped me throughout my time here, I would like to mention a few. Thank you to Martha Minster and Eric Seidman, who have been the past presidents, and for always lending a hand and helping me in whatever situation possible, and looking over the needs of the house with care and attention. Thanks to David and Lori Sokol for being my sub-host parents, as I like to think, and for loving me like their own child, and giving me the time of my life anytime we ever hung out. Thanks to Michelle and Bruce Mitnick for being my best friends on the board, inviting me to hang out with them and meet their whole family, and even getting me overseas to China. Thank you to Sarah Hickson, Rhonda Payne, and all the ABC drivers for always taking their time to drive me to Chipotle and F&B whenever I ask. And thank you to Martha and Joanne Heller for scheduling and taking me to all those dentist appointments that I seriously needed. My teeth would not be the same without you guys. Thank you to Kim Freudigman and the whole F&B staff for getting me through that ridiculous college application process, and for also having one of the chillest spots with the most lovable tutors, staff, and pets. Lastly, a special shout out to my sub-host family, the Suggs, for being an exciting group of people that always kept me on my toes. I really love and appreciate you guys. Thank you again to everybody for contributing and making me the person I am today, and instilling life values and lessons in me that I will take with me as I go on into the world. No child could make it through all of this without the care and love of a heartwarming family, and I would like to thank my parents and host parents for that. To my host parents, Suzanne and Peter Propp, thank you for really making me feel a part of the Westport community like nobody else could. From the naps, to the movies, to the apples, to the just chill and fun conversations we've had, I'm glad I can say that I belong to such a beautiful big family full of wonderful host siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, and Softa and Papa. The love that you have given me has paralleled my own parents, who I would also like to really thank today. Mom and Dad, thank you. You two will always be my number ones, and I will cherish you forever for that. I'm proud of the fact that we've somehow managed to speak almost every night since I came here as a freshman. You guys are also the only people I would dare speak on the phone with for 45 minutes plus at one time. One of the best moments I had in this program was having dinner as a freshman with all four of you guys for the first time, and just looking on as polite dinner conversation escalated into laughs and jokes among family members. With both these family support and love, there was always a reason to push ahead and make it to that finish line. As a kid, I never was a fan of growing up. I wanted to stay young forever. However, after being in this program, it has pushed me to look forward to getting that diploma and turning 18 years old. I've done so much maturing over the years in this program, whether it's doing my household chores or even something as simple as looking someone dead in the eyes while you give them a firm grip handshake to show you mean business. And I also know that I've made a habit of taking a stance on how I'm ready to leave this program and get out of here. But that's more of a senior tradition that I have to abide by than anything else. My true feelings are that I am proud to have spent my high school years here as an ABC Westport scholar. This is one experience I will never forget, I will always be thankful for, especially as I go on to college in September. Thank you.